Finally, Apple's new iPhone will be officially unveiled later today, and it's expected to be a radical change for the company. The latest leaks suggest the smartphone will have a hefty price tag, somewhere in the region of $1,000, but you can expect it to be packed full of Apple wizardry. Joining me is a very excited Kevin Curran, Professor of Cybersecurity at Ulster University. Good afternoon, Kevin. And I've been told this is almost like a family event for you.
It is. I watch it every year. I mean, this is the 10th anniversary of the iPhone. They've sold 1 billion to date, with earning Apple over 1 trillion in revenues. So we're expecting, again, the leaks are quite accurate each year. We're expecting to see 3 iPhones, 2 iPhone 8s, and one of them is the iPhone 8 Plus, and then an iPhone X, which is homage, of course, to the 10th year anniversary. And again, it's the most expensive phone ever. You know, it's likely that a replacement screen on this one will cost you up towards the £300. Again, we're just seeing a better camera. We're seeing Face ID for the first time, where you're able to unlock the phone using your face. By even if it's lying on the table, it will know that it's you from different angles.
But you're saying unlock the phone with your face. I think you're right. Did Samsung not try to do that, or another company tried to do that before and it didn't work? Someone took a picture and that was able to unlock it. So
exactly,
have Apple got around this? Or
they do. They seem to have a depth sensor in this because of what's called augmented reality as well. They seem to just have a front-facing IR sensor which can tell depth. And again, we're expected to see Apple Watch coming out, which actually should have a chip on it so you can make calls on it. But of course, the screen will be, especially in the iPhone X, to be an organic LED, as we say. It's something like Samsung have, which is brighter, more vivid colours again, and just allows the phone to be even slimmer. So it's just going to be improvements all around.
The most expensive phone ever, but you mentioned there's been 1 billion iPhones sold. People will still buy this?
Well, actually, analysts doubt this. Analysts are saying that only 1 in 5 people are prepared to upgrade to this phone because, of course, phones, there's less of a differentiation between phones now, and a lot of people are moving to the mid-range phones as well. So again, we have a lot of the companies are going into that market, like Huawei are actually number 2 manufacturer in the world now for phones. Samsung, of course, are the leading ones for phones, but Apple make the most profit. Apple make 80% of the smartphone market profit.
So they're not overpricing themselves here then?
Again, we say that, we quite often say this every year, and then they still go on to sell a lot. But this is the first time that analysts are very, very worried, and the value of the stock has gone down because they just think that people are not prepared as in previous years. But we have to wait. There could be a lot of killer features that haven't been leaked yet that will encourage people to upgrade. But at the moment, there just doesn't look to be like enough features for people to splash out that much money on a new phone.
Now, you're saying some of the features we don't know. I have my iPhone 6S here, cracked screen. I cracked the screen twice in the last couple of months. So for a phone that's going to cost so much, will the screen be unbreakable? Can you make a screen that's unbreakable?
Yeah, to a degree, but it costs. I mean, the Gorilla Glass in a lot of phones actually improves over time. People don't pay attention to the ratings on them. Again, this probably could go up a grade. You actually grade the screens, the hardness of these again. So it's possible, but again, unfortunately, unless you use a proper cover on your phone, they're always at risk of landing on there are very few phones out there that would survive any type of fall onto a sharp object.
What about yourself? Will you be tempted to buy this new iPhone?
I could be if there was killer features on there, but I generally go for the Android phones because I find that Apple price their phones and you're paying 200 or 300 quid extra just because it's Apple. But if you are in the Apple ecosystem, if you use iOS and you're familiar with it, well then it's easier to remain there. I mean, I do use an iPad, but I find like it's more flexible for me to use an Android phone, and actually there's phones out there equal in specifications and they're a lot cheaper.
Okay, Kevin, thanks for coming in. I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to see the new features when it's launched later.